Welcome to the AEW Fright Night Dynamite post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I'm that ball bro from the NYC.
It's your boy Roze at He Just Funny.
Great show tonight, top to bottom. Way to kick off the Halloween weekend. That Bandito, I'm gonna let you talk about this bar, bro. Talk about that Bandito segment with his grandmother. That trailer was amazing.
Man, so for those of you who remember last week, Bandito versus Okada in the main event for the unified title, he brought along his grandmother to watch him wrestle live. I believe it was first time live in person. She had seen him, wrestle in person. And man, I saw the full video earlier this afternoon, and man, you talk about just timing and just how the world works, man. It's like it's a little past 10:30 on the Eastern Standard Time. In an hour and a half, it will be my grandmother's birthday, and it's a little bit more than a year of her passing. And it's like, man, I've never met Bandito. He ain't never met me, but you want to just talk about just the universe just lining up. Like, I'll be honest, it's been a little rough this month. This past October 7th, you remember getting that phone call of her last breath on earth, and then tomorrow you have to remember it's her birthday, and this month is rough. It's a rough couple months for me, but just seeing that video and seeing how happy she was to be there for her grandson, how her world just lit up, just seeing her grandson like just do what he loves to do and just show off like the amazing talent that he is. And I am so grateful for Bandito sharing that with everyone here, not just myself, but all the wrestling fans around the world. I mean, it's just not just myself, but that just helps so many people in the world. You never know. Like that brought like a smile to my face, even through tears and everything. Like I needed that. I was smiling through ear to ear. That was beautiful. That's what we love to see. Like it just shows like as maybe like they might be larger than life characters that we see on the screen, touring across the country. We also moments like this, remember they're human just like us. They are sons, they are fathers, and in this instance, he's a grandson, just like myself. So Bandito, I appreciate you sharing that with not just myself, but the entire wrestling world community, the entire world. I mean, that was much appreciated. You have no idea how perfectly timed I needed that. Like that was beautiful. And watching the smile on her face just reminded me like of the joy of my grandmother, like seeing that all the time. So thank you very much, man. I'm greatly appreciated for that.
Round of applause for Bandito, man. Damn good promo.
Yeah.
Shout out my guy Bob, bro, too, man. We always got you back, bro.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, man.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Kick off Dynamite Fright Night, man. You got me all emotional. Damn, I gotta get my shit together now. What the fuck? AEW Dynamite kicks off with Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy defeating Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. Darby Allin put the Scorpion Death Rider on Yuta. Scorpion Death Lock on Yuta, making him tap out. Damn good way to start this match. All hell was breaking loose during this, but it was a damn good one. Roze, your thoughts on Allin and Cassidy picking up the win?
First off, man, you already know, boy, Darby Allin. That's my dog. You feel me? Like, it was a good match. I thought it was a good match to start off AEW Dynamite. As always, I think people forget with all the antics, all of the high spots, they forget that Darby Allin is a hell of a worker. Like, he can absolutely go in the ring. I thought it was my favorite part of the match is when Orange Cassidy goes over the barricade and he starts about to put his hands in his pockets, and Wheeler Yuta just came out of nowhere and just wham, and just knocked him out of frame. I thought that was so funny, but yeah, I thought it was a good match. I love it.
Definitely. Bob, bro, your thoughts on Cassidy and Allin picking up the dub?
I love it, man. It was chaos to start the entire night. That would be the tone setter right there for the rest of the night. But yeah, like Rose just said, I love that spot. Like you said, Cassidy outside about to the hands bodies like freaking Looney Tunes, like freaking Yodi just got hit by a truck like out of nowhere. I love that. That spot was dope. But I think he's the right call. I mean, it furthered the storyline between Darby and the conglomeration versus the Death Riders, and that will set that tone as we go for a lumber. I love the action. I love Darby not just relying on the coffin drop anymore. I think Sting is officially dubbed the Scorpion Deathlock to Darby. I mean, he hooked it in nice and tight. So I like seeing that progression in Darby, going forward. I hopefully use that more. But yeah, this was a great start to Dynamite. Like I said, this was the perfect tone setter for a great night in AEW.
Definitely. Great start. Next up, we get that 4-way tag match with FTR, Jet Speed, Young Bucks, and Jurassic Express. The Young Bucks, they actually got a nice entrance thanks to Don Callis trying to lure them into the family, but it wasn't enough as FTR hits the Shatter Machine, gets the 1, 2, 3, and they are set to face Bandito for those tag team titles. Bro, your thoughts on FTR getting the win here?
Excellent match, excellent 4-way. I think all 4 teams they showed out, man. It's like, damn, Jets be coming up short again though, but their time will come, man. When their time does come and when their hands do get raised, it will be worth the wait, in my opinion. But I love FTR going over right here. I think it's the perfect choice, like perfect foils, going up against Brodito at Full Gear in Newark in a few weeks. I think that'll be a great match. But like you said, even before the match started, you got the Bucks coming out, and then you got Don Callis like trying to, like I said, his empire is not big enough, man. He needs the greatest tag team of all time on his side, trying to coax them in there with the entrance, with the big fireworks and pyro. They haven't had in months, haven't had in a long ass time on Don Callis' dime. How generous of a man, of a leader he is. I mean, that's something the Bucks should consider going forward, especially once again they lose, they keep falling short, they keep slipping down the totem pole in the tag division. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think everyone showed out, and FTR picking up the dub. I mean, I can't wait for that tag match at Full Gear.
Definitely. Roze, was FTR winning the right move?
I think so. I think FTR winning is the right move. I mean, you could have had Jet Speed win, but like I said, I think it would be better if Jet Speed goes ahead and they go against like some bad guys instead of Brodito. I do think it's a good thing, but the thing about the Bucks is that it would be so nice if they do join the Don Callis family, especially if that's how they end up getting rid of Takeshita. Is having them join, of course, with Okada and him bringing them into the family. And it was so funny when they got their pyro, because they ain't had their pyro in so long. They got scared of it when
I got a little scared.
They got scared of with it but yeah, I mean, me personally, I wanted Jurassic Express to win, but I think FTR and Brodito, that would be a good match.
Yeah, they're going to tear the house down with that one. Guaranteed. But you brought up the Don Callis family. So that takes us to this great summit that they had trying to make peace. They all gave their points of why the family is the family. And that picture that they had with Don Callis with that familiar tattoo with the whole group behind them, that was absolute priceless right there. I want that portrait on my wall. No Diddy, but that was amazing. During the summit, you didn't see Takeshita, but he did. He comes out there. Don Callis lets him know, we've got to squash this beef with you and Okada right now. Shake hands. It was kind of forceful. He was kind of telling them what to do. I didn't like that for 1 second, but Takeshita goes to shake his hand. Okada reaches out and says, "The hell with you," flips him off, gives him the bird. I was cracking the hell up. Yeah. But Don Callis said that they have got to prove themselves. They're going to fight in a tag team match together at Collision. that this summit was priceless. Roze, your thoughts on the Don Callis Family Summit?
I thought it was hilarious. It was funny. And then my thing is after Okada flipped him off, he was so happy with himself. Like he was just smiling and just cheesing. He was so happy with himself. But yeah, I think it's definitely geared towards to where Don has to choose a side, basically. And I think the obvious side is Takeshita is getting Takeshita out, probably. I feel like choosing Okada's side because, like, Takeshita is the one that seems like he's not a part of the family for real. Like, they all came out there together. Takeshita came out there last. Like, everybody congratulated Okada on last week, and then Takeshita came out there last.
Right.
So it's like it's starting to be a pattern where it's starting to look like, oh, okay, Takeshita might be feeling himself a little bit too much than to be in his family. So I don't know. I think they're gonna end up jumping on him.
Right. Bro, how'd you feel about the Family Summit?
You hate to see it, man. You hate to see a family torn in its core right in front of your eyes, man. It's disgusting to see right there, man. Brothers don't fight, brothers hug it out. But Okada, like, listen, that is 100%. If you are a little brother, that's what your big brother does right there. That's what big brother does right there. Kazu got big brother energy right there, and that's what he looks at Takeshi. He looks at him as little bro. That is little brother right there. That's his. I mean, that's what it is. Like, that's where we're going right here. But it's just two big dogs that will not stand down. They are too stubborn. They're two alphas in the ring right there. Ain't none one gonna bend the knee to the other one. So, like you said, it is gonna come to a head where Don Callis is gonna have to choose which one he's gonna go with. But the one I'm interested in most throughout this whole situation, where their allegiance is gonna lie. What Kyle Fletcher, him and Takeshita? I mean, they boys. They were day one Don Callis fans. Like him and Take, they like brothers. So, man, like it's gonna come a point where it's gonna be Fletcher that's gonna be the one that's gonna like be like freaking like Julius Caesar remake, like Etu Brute, and bam, stab him right in the back where you don't even notice it. Like I said, you hate to see families just torn apart like that, but that's where we're heading. I mean, they got the tag match on Saturday against freaking Max Caster and Anthony Bowens of all people. You got two teams who ain't gonna be able to get together. So who knows what the hell is gonna happen? Like, I have no idea, but man, we get closer to that full gear card. It's just gonna get ramped up like from a 10 to 100 real quick.
Real quick. Got a comment saying, who is this? Shavas. Yeah, saying, I can't wait to see that match between the two of them. The whole world can't. I'm telling you, Okada Takeshita, that's money right there. 1,000%. Cannot wait. What? And a side note, Henchicero was getting some chance there, man. He is over Rover right now. Slowly but surely, he's gonna be a threat too in the Don Callis family.
They were in Texas. I think they were in Edinburgh, Texas, which I think is not too far, like off the border. So, like, you know, he got some big cheers right there. Like,
big cheers. Big cheers. Next up, we get Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. This was a damn good technical match. A lot of jiu-jitsu brawling, but it ends in a double count out as they couldn't get in the ring. Damn, Aubrey got her head taken off by Marina Shafir. The Death Riders come out. The Conglomerate come out. Briscoe says he's sick of this shit. Darby says the same thing. And Cassidy says, I got an idea. Blood and guts. So it looks like it's going to be Darby Allin and the Conglomerate versus the Death Riders and the male Blood and Guts. We already got the female lined up, not a male. That is going to be one hell of a card. Bob, bro, your thoughts on this one, man?
Man, listen, you can give me Kyle O'Reilly and Jon Moxley every week on Dynamite, Collision, pay-per-view. Like, these two cannot have a bad match. Like I said, you know what it looks like? It looks like you in the damn your local Brazilian jiu-jitsu gym, and these two are just rolling in the cage, like the transitions, the submissions. Like, I mean, it's just flawless. Like the back and forth between them two, like their chemistry is just on another level. And like I said, you look at the de-evolution of John Moxley, like that confidence, that swagger, it's been slowly deteriorating. Like in this month, like insanely. Like you saw last month, like where he panicked, he thought he was gonna attack. He had to take out the ref last week. Of course, he got Aubrey. I'm like, nah, he ain't gonna he ain't gonna lay his hands on a woman. He won't. They get the they get the double count out. He ain't gonna lay his hands on. But Marina came in there and bam, put Aubrey to sleep. I'm like, oh,
All right, why Aubrey got to catch a stray?
man, I'm like, it ain't her fault that double count out, but whatever. Like you said, Jesus Christ, damn, we getting this male blood and guts match, like Darby and the Conglomerates versus the Death Riders. Like, man, it's gonna be bloody, it's gonna be chaotic. And listen, this is not an accident that we're getting two blood and guts matches like 2 weeks before Survivor Series War Games, where they are gonna basically, they're not saying it out loud, but they're gonna say it with the matches they're gonna put on. Like, there's levels to these double ring, double cage matches right here. Like, we are gonna go to, on scale of 1 to 10, it's not even rated what we're gonna do. Like, I mean, they're both gonna over deliver and knock it out of the park. And then you're gonna see 2 weeks later in San Diego War Games, and it's gonna be like playing patty cake or hopscotch out there. You know what I mean? But I can't listen. I'm joking. It's two different companies, so two different matches. But you know what I mean. Like, I cannot wait for this men's match. Like Darby, Briscoe in that cage, they gonna go off, and Moxley in there as well. Like, ooh, somebody might be leaving in a body bag.
Definitely. Roze, how'd you feel about this double count out?
I thought it was good. First off, Kyle O'Reilly is probably so underrated as far as being a wrestler. A lot of people forget, because like most of the time he's been in groups with like Adam Cole and Roderick Strong that people like put ahead of him. But Kyle O'Reilly can wrestle too. And like John Moxley, of course, it feels like I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate to say it, but it feels like when it comes to wrestling, he might be the best of the Shield, to be honest. Like, it just feels like that. Like,
oh man, you just stepped in it. You just stepped in it. Are you kidding me? The Roman stands are, do you not hear that foot? You not hear that rumbling? Those are the Roman stands.
My thing is this though, he wrestles every week. He wrestles every week, and he wrestles his ass off every week.
I know.
He's don't
tease them Seth Rollins fans. Like, they don't like it. I found that out last week.
He just said better than the tribal chief.
I'm sorry. Like, I feel like
you're not the one.
He's going against people like the Pitbull, Kyle, and then Kyle O'Reilly. He's having like hard hitting matches, technical matches. But my thing about the whole segment was like Briscoe saying they got a plan, and Orange Cassidy didn't want to say it. And then when he said it, he was like, blood and guts. Like, I don't want to do this. But I thought that was hilarious. And I think it's going to be lit that we got 2 blood and guts matches for real. I'm excited about that.
Definitely. And to those Roman lovers, Roze said that, not me. I still think Roman is the one.
That guy said it.
He said it.
I have every week, man.
I have crawled. Listen, I believe I'm with you,
week.
Roze. I'm with you, but listen, I've been crossing paths. Like, I've been like playfully like just throwing little jabs at Roman and Seth fans here and there, and it's like, yo, just I'm kidding. Chill.
I'm not gonna lie though, with Self can't do it because of the injury. So like before the injury, Self was the best, but then after the injury, I think when Moxley left and he went to AEW, he went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he's had different type of matches. He can do death match wrestling, he can do hard hitting wrestling, he can do technical wrestling. Like, come on, that's the best.
You're right. I'm not arguing with you one bit. But two people who were arguing, Chris Statlander and Mercedes Moné, going at it. It leads all the way to the ring, and out comes Mercedes' tag partner. Mercedes hits Statlander with this bank statement. Then Athena hits her with the O face off the top rope, and out comes Willow and Harley to make the save. That tag team between Mercedes Moné and Athena is goddamn deadly. There's another one that we're going to talk about a little later that's deadly that just got created, but I'm looking forward to seeing Athena and Mercedes Moné. That was just a quick side note to that little thing right there. How you feeling about that Athena and Mercedes, bro?
Yeah, I remember the 2-man power trip back during the Attitude Era of Stone Cold and Triple H.
Yeah.
Well, here it is again with the women. With Mercedes and Athena, they had the 2-woman power trip right here. This is not fair. This is like you are two like beginner fighters in a gym, and you're facing off against Vegeta and Goku, man. That's not
right.
That's not fair. And speaking of Goku, Chris Statlander wins Halloween. She comes out here dressed as Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super. I'm a huge anime nerd, if you don't know that. So she wins Halloween. Everyone,
that outfit was cold.
I was like, God damn, that's fucking dope. But nah, like, listen, that tag team, Mercedes and Athena, like that's cold as hell. That's the 2-woman power trip right there. But man, I'll wait until we talk about the other women's tag match later in the night, because I got a bold prediction.
Bold prediction from Bro, man. Mm-hmm. Let's get to the next match so we can get to that. After that, with Mercedes Moné coming down there and causing all that havoc with her tag team partner. Next up, we get, where are we at? The Women's World Tag Team Tournament. Jamie Hayter, Queen Aminata versus the Sisters of Sin, Julia Hart and Sky Blue. And with the help of that little tricky spider, Tekla, the Sisters of Sin pick up the win over Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata, and they are advancing in the tournament. Roze, your thoughts on the sisters getting the win?
I feel so sick that they beat my rich lesbian aunties, man. So bad. I feel so sick, dog, that they beat them. No, I really thought Aminata and Jamie was gonna make a big run, like in the tournament. And I did too. I ain't gonna lie, when I seen Thekla popped out on her, I was like, oh man. I was like, they really finna lose, because I really that's how much in my mind I was like, all right, they finna win it, because of course they won the match last week and they win the advantage and they go against it. But that just shows how much that their hate can cost them by picking them, because they should have picked somebody else. But of course, I feel like they'll get it back in blood and guts. But yeah, I think I don't know. I would say Sam and Sisters probably a low-key dark horse in the tournament to win. But yeah, the team that got together tonight, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy.
Right. Bro, how'd you feel about Sky Blue and Julia Hart picking up the dub?
Like Roze, I felt some type of way, man. Out for first round exit for the rich aunties at the end of the bar, man. I guess that's what everyone was saying on Twitter. Like, yo, we saw your vibe from across the bar, but then the Sisters was like fuck your vibe. You're going home first round, man, because we got a triplet Tekla underneath the ring, just doing creepy. Jamie Hayter comes outside, hits it with a nasty spear, but I love it because it's building towards the blood and guts match right there. Like, you're building the story, the hatred, the animosity that they're gonna have between both teams when they are locked inside that cage. So you're giving that match more of that blood feud, more of that blood envy, like that they're gonna tear each other's heads off. So if you thought Aminata and Hayter were pissed off already, it's up to a 10 right now. And like now with the Sisters of Sin moving on, here's the crazy part. They face the winner of Mercedes and Athena versus Willow and Harley. Now, if you follow just logical wrestling booking tropes, like, do you really think we're going to have two heel teams face off each other in the next round of the tournament? Do you think the Sisters of Sin are going to face another heel team in Athena and Mercedes?
Not gonna happen.
Is Tony Khan crazy enough or ballsy enough to have Mercedes and Athena lose in the first? Because here's the thing, they are so confident that they got this shit locked up. They're looking past everyone. They could trip over their toes and lose that first round. Like, you're looking too far down the line, and then I say that starts the little feud, the little intersection between Mercedes and Athena. Like, we feuding right there, like blame each other for the loss right there. I'm like, dude, the story writes itself right there. And I say, don't be surprised if Willow and Harley pull off that upset win right there.
That'd be crazy.
Man,
Crazy.
ooh, shock the world, man. Do something crazy on television. Why like I said, two heel teams in the next round facing against each other. Maybe we seen crazy stuff, but don't be surprised it goes the other way.
I'm gonna tell you about some crazy stuff. As you guys know, Penelope is injured. Megan Baines backstage looking for a partner, and out comes, to everyone's surprise, who knew we needed this team? Marina Shafir, the cold-blooded assassin herself from the Death Riders, looks at Megan Baines and tells her, I'll be your damn Huckleberry. It's gonna be Marina Shafir, Megan Baines. I really have a hard time seeing somebody stop that team. Moxley was in the middle of it looking like, God damn. God bless whoever has to go up against the two of them. Roze, your thoughts on this new tag team with Marina and Megan?
It should be unfair. Like, it should be unfair. We watch Marina whoop guys' asses every week.
Right.
So now she get to put her hands on women. That just don't, even though she a woman, it still don't feel right.
Right.
Like, I see the video on Twitter the other day. I was just telling them this in the Discord. Her lifting weights with her neck and smoking a cigarette. I just feel like someone like that shouldn't be allowed in the women's division. I don't care what, if you're a woman or not. Like, you're dangerous. I think her and Megan though, that seems like a very scary, powerful team for real. Like, that just, I think Mercedes and Athena, they look like the favorites at first because of the whole star power of them getting together. But just the fact of the power of Megan Bain and the brute power and strength and just violence of Marina getting together, like, yeah, they the favorites to win.
I keep thinking about that, smoking that cigarette, working out her neck. That was
so
crazy.
That was so crazy. I'm like, bro, what is she?
Oh man, Bro, how you feel about this new tag team?
Before I even talk about the tag team, my heart breaks for Penelope Ford. Yeah. She was having a great 2025. You know what Penelope Ford reminds you of? Like, if you watch the NBA, she's like the sixth man on your team. She's that first player that comes off the bench. Like, she may not be a starter, but she will finish the game. She will put up like good points and good stats. Like, she's a good complementary piece to have on the women's roster. Like, her and Megan, like, they hit the ground running as a tag team. It sucks. She tore her UCL, so obviously she's going to be out for a while. So hopefully a speedy recovery to Penelope, because she was a baller. Right. Like, it just sucks. But like I said, like, you see Renee talking to Megan and Penelope, and like Rosie said, she like freaking Marina, like, she was probably often walking around the back just smoking a cigarette. Then she heard the news. Oh, you look for part? Just flick that some bitch in me, like, yeah. We doing this, and then we were all John Moxley when Moxley came around the corner. He's like,
oh.
Right?
These two together,
damn. Like, these two. Oh man, like, goddamn, that's a goddamn ringer right there. Like, imagine it's a high school game. Your starting running back goes out, and then you get someone from like the college level, pro level. Just stick right in. Like, don't worry, you're 18, and just slip $100 bill to the ref. You're all good. That's just not fair. But I don't know. I think that side of the bracket of the tournament is going to be in the final. I think that's taken care of who they face. But oh man, that's gonna be some cinema. Megan and Marina tagging together. Like, take all my goddamn money.
Right. Take it all.
Jesus.
Oh man, that leads us to the main event, number one contendership for the AEW World Championship, Fatal 4-Way, Samoa Joe, Hook, Bobby Lashley, and Ricochet. And at the end of the day, Samoa Joe chokes out his little protege Hook, advancing to Full Gear to fight for the AEW World title once again. Afterwards, they have a contract signing. They beat up all the guys. I swore it was he was in that State Pup Marshmallow Man outfit again. It was not. They laid out all those jokers. Tony Schiavone's talking in the back, giving them a cheers. But it wasn't Tony Schiavone the whole time. It was Hangman Schiavone who laid out the ops, then hit Samoa Joe with a buckshot lariat, setting up their world title match. That ending fooled me. I thought that was Tony Schiavone in the corner, and then I started hearing it. It was like, oh, hell no, you done fooled me. Damn. Roze, Samoa Joe getting a rematch at that World Championship. How you feel about the main event?
Oh, what's so funny is that when the match was announced, it was people on Twitter that was like, man, what is Hook doing in this match? It was so many people. It was even somebody that even tweeted out the match. They gave everybody capital letters: Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, Samoa Joe, and Hook. And he did exactly what we thought he was gonna do. He was there to take the pin, or in this case, take the submission, and he was just there to be the fall guy because you don't want Ricochet to go down, you don't want Bobby to go down, and Samoa's got to win. So that's just what it is. The whole thing with him coming out there dressed like Tony Schiavone was funny as hell because at one point, when they started getting their drinks and they showed them in the corner, I said, damn, Tony Schiavone look big as hell now. I don't understand what happened. But when he took the mask off and everything, I thought that was brilliant because they thought they outsmarted him by attacking everybody outside of the ring. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a great match between Samoa Joe and Adam Hangman Page for real. I think Hangman gonna have a long run with this title though. Yeah. I think he'll have a long run. Probably the MJF get back or something. But it's gonna be a good match between him and Joe at Full Gear though.
Definitely. Barbaro, how'd you feel about the Fatal 4-Way?
You know what, like Roze said, I initially wasn't one of the guys who was excited about Hook's inclusion in the match. I'll be 100% honest, but you know what? I'll give the kid credit. He did pretty good in the match. He did his part. I think he did more than held his own. I think he showed progression in the match, and but like Rosie said, he was in the match like he was the one that was going to take the pin or get tapped out. But there's history with himself and Joe being a former member of the Ops. So you can still build that storyline going forward. But man, listen, there has to be a point. I know somebody has to have cell phone footage in the arena of. There has to be a point where freaking Schiavone and Hangman, they switch places. Maybe Hangman was underneath the ring and the camera panned this way. We didn't know. But like, I love the camera work where it slowly started to pan away and then you see the face and I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking Hangman. And then, dude, that was perfect. I was thinking it was running a little bit long. It was a little bit weird. But then when I started like, oh my God, yo, they got me good. They got me like, I love it. It's Halloween. It's good to have a little fun on a holiday themed episode. I think everyone was happy towards the end, but man, just low blows to freaking Shibata and to Hobbs, and then that beautiful buckshot lariat to Joe. Like Full Gear is going to be a rock'em sock'em all out brawl between those two. Samoa Joe is just the perfect remedy for Hangman Page to heat him up to like just take that title reign from a 7 to a 10, and I can't wait to see what happens in New Jersey. But yeah, I thought it was a great ending to a very good episode of Dynamite tonight.
Definitely was. To give this show a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm at about an 8.7. This was a solid show. I wouldn't give it an A show just because of some of the Halloween stuff, but it was fun from top to bottom. I had no issues. Roze, scale of 1 to 10, what you giving Dynamite tonight?
I give it a 9, especially with it being Halloween effort. It's very hard to just have a straight 10 perfect show to me. I feel like the only thing that could have made it perfect is if they would have had maybe Takeshita and Okada, them decide between them tonight.
Right.
That could have been the only thing to make that bigger. But I give it a 9, especially with the I think the best match tonight to me was Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley.
Definitely.
So yeah, I give it a 9.
Ball bro, 1 to 10. What you giving Dynamite?
I think I'm around closer to your score, Abe. I'm gonna give it like an 8.8 in my opinion. Very, very good show. You know, like I said, it's good to have a little fun on a holiday themed show. I thought it was great. I mean, you progress some storylines, some great in-ring action. The 4-way tag match was amazing. I love the finish between Mox and O'Reilly. Like I said, I can watch those two every damn week over and over again, and I would not get bored. And now you're gonna put them in the blood and guts match in a few weeks, like in Greensboro. That's gonna be amazing, and I cannot see what the women are gonna do in their blood and guts match as well. And like I said, look out for Athena and Mercedes. I mean, I think it's too spot on, too on the nose for them to run through the tournament. I don't know. I feel like as great of talents they are, just think about the massive egos that they got between them two. I think that could be their downfall in the tournaments. But yeah, I give it a solid 8.8.
8.8 from Ball Bro. Before we get out of here, let's get a couple plugs in. Roze, can you tell the people how they can check out your show Out of Bounds, brother?
Yeah, Out of Bounds Radio is me, Jalen, Mikhail, T Ward. We talk about sports every week. Every Thursday is a new episode coming out. Tomorrow night, it's gonna be about a bunch of sports and news that goes on during the week and during the time and things like that. And of course, you can always go follow us on YouTube, and that's at Dream Noise Media on YouTube, Dream Noise Media. And you can follow me on TikTok at He Just Funny. So yeah, that's what we got going on.
Bro, talk about that group chat wrestling.
Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We just dropped episode number 69 earlier today. Available on
7.
69. Come on, I don't want to hear that shit. God damn it. Watch the episode on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify and all podcast platforms. Follow Group Chat Wrestling Podcast on Twitter, GW Podcast UK. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, GW Podcast UK. We upload clips of every episode. And also tomorrow evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be a special guest on the Wrestle Collective podcast. You can watch it live on Twitter. Follow them on Twitter, WC Worldwide, the Wrestle Collective, and also look for them on YouTube as well. The Wrestle Collective, Slick, Grumpy, Hannibal, and everyone else on the show. I cannot wait to be on you guys' show. I think one of the topics we're going to be rating AEW wrestlers. Like if you guys play WWE 2K26 or the 2K games, how they have the wrestlers rated, we're gonna rate the AEW wrestlers like if they were in the 2K video game. So stay tuned for that and other wrestling topics as well. The Wrestling Collective.
Definitely check that out tomorrow. And you can check out all three of us along with Coach DTM over on the sports side of the Holy Podcast with the Holy Sports, talking a lot of NFL with the season going on, about to trickle into some NBA. We just talked about the Tom Asamoah and Serial Game fight, which was fucking a shit show of an ending. Well, we'll get into that later on, but make sure you guys tune in to that episode coming on later this week. But until then, it's been real, guys. Till next time, it's your boy ABE from DET.
And that Ball Bro for the NYC.
It's your boy Roze at He Just Funny.
You guys have been tuned in to the AEW Dynamite Fright Night Post Show with the Holy Podcast. Peace.
Out.
Media.